here. The Amazon jungle. This snake was swimming. It's a jararaca. This is one of the most poisonous ones that you can find around here. The pajé here was telling me some people came and got a jararaca and they decided to eat that. So they prepared the flesh. They recommended them to don't do that because this is a sacred animal for them. I'm in the Huni Kuin tribe here, and the guy said, "No, we're gonna take it." They took it slow. Like one guy took a spoon, two, and was like the whole day blacking out, couldn't get back. Deeply respecting this medicine and this animal here. I'm gonna honor that, put that on the ground. Hush.
Engoliu algum bicho, né, Tcheca?
Engoliu, acho que uns 2, Chay. Tinha ali tinha uns negócios, umas tripas, não tinha nada se mexendo não. Então acho que não era cobra não. Não tava buchada não.
Tá não.
The first time I came here was 3 years ago. I was invited by the brother of this guy here, by Txana. He invited me to meet his family and to come to Florida Mata. And that was the first time that I drank NIXI PAE, or Ayahuasca, with the Huni Kuin people. During the dry season is when they gather together to do a festival called KATXANAWA, which is a celebration to call the spirit of the vegetables. They need to plant, so when the waters come, they will have food to eat. And to do that, they dance and they sing. Another blessing that we received from them in this expedition was the opportunity to brew some medicine, to connect with NIXI PAE. To do that, you have to harvest some of this magical vine from the jungle, and then you smash it, and you get only the bark out. At least that's the way that they cook. I've been brewing medicine for these past years, and it was the first time that I cooked like that, only with the bark. So they leave the center of the vine out of the broom. And when we have enough material, this is put on a pot, a big pot. And there are layers of vine and leaf. Vine and leaf. These leaves come from a tree called chacruna or rainha, and it is the combination of the leaf and the vine that prepare the ayahuasca. This is the apui. Apui is another vine that climbs a tree that is already established and sucks the vital force of that. Eventually, the original tree will run out of space, and this is how these majestic root systems are born. This space is also a sacred space for them where they hold the dietas, a different part of this tradition that we are going to be talking about in another episode. Outside of here, I teach music. I support people to connect with music through the language of medicine songs. Songs that can help you to crack your heart open And I developed a bunch of exercises through these years that I have been teaching. So if you ever want to connect with this, there are a lot of materials already recorded. Take a look. It's beyond sounds, but sounds. Because we're so isolated here, this tribe need to be fully independent. They plant everything that they eat. In this afternoon they invited us to go there and take a look about how they do it. These are cassavas. It is a root that they eat almost every day. To take these heavy roots back into the village, they weave this basket and put that on the head. It's a long walk back to the village, but the landscape is amazing and it's really cool to be part of this. Peeling these cassavas is a different story. Like these women, they have been doing this their whole life, and the ability that they have with the machete, not just for peeling this off, but to do everything. They always have a machete that is super sharp with them for protection and for doing many other things. They also taught us how to prepare Rapéh. Rapéh is a tobacco snuff. It's a strong medicine from the Amazon jungle. The base of that is tobacco. So these leaves that you're seeing right now, this is tobacco. We're peeling this from a condensed block of tobacco. And this will go to the sun to dry, so we can prepare it. Another medicine that they shared with us was Sananga. Sananga is a root. It's amazing to observe how they can find one plant in the middle of thousands and thousands of plants that we pass through when we're walking in the jungle, but they just know it. I feel like it's similar when you go to the supermarket and you know where things are. In a very silly way to compare it, but it's kind of that. Sananga traditionally is used for hunting. It's a treatment that they offer to people that have been struggling to get animals in the jungle. It is excruciatingly painful. I will not lie to you. You go from 0 to 100 of pain in less than a second. It will clear your vision. It will take the nisun out, the confusion, the fog out of your sight, so you can see the animals. And when you can see things clearly, then you can hunt. After the leaves are dried, is to put them through a cloth, filtering all the little branches and sticks that might be still in that. So when you blow that into your nostril, it's a very, very thin powder. The next step of the Rapéh is to mix this powder with the ashes of specific plants. In this case, he is adding kumaru. It is one of the trees from the Amazon jungle. When you're preparing rapé, you can also use some leaves, specific leaves from the jungle that can take the nisum out of your head. Some of these leaves come from ginormous trees, majestic ones, that will take your breath away when you're walking in the jungle. But the trees are not the only thing that will take your breath away. The jungle is magical. Having the opportunity to walk in these rivers, to listen deeply to the sounds that comes from this ancient forest. It's a blessing. This place is full of rituals. And one of them is called Rampaya. It's the baptism. Traditionally they would use the head of a bird that's called Txana. It's the bird that knows the singings of all the other birds in the jungle, and also the songs from Huni MEKA. The songs that they sing to the vine, to Ayahuasca, to NIXI PAE. So when you are using the beak of this bird to get the chili and then put that in your tongue, you're awakening the spirit of that bird inside of you. That bird can help you to remember the songs, because honestly they are huge, like pages and pages of transcriptions to get one song, and they just know it. When they're singing the ceremonies, you can feel the spirit of this bird through them, through their memory, through their voice.
Yo pele seto camino. Yo pele seto tapuya. This is only my second week here in the jungle. This family has been receiving me for these past 3 years, and I love it. This is the home of a big family. About 35 people live here in Flor da Mata, the last village of the Tarauacá River. It's a place to dive deep into yourself. In the middle of the jungle, there is a giant spider. Oh my god, that's the guy. Hush, 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 hush.